Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nemeka Onyeka Oderere. I stumbled upon a very shocking news this morning. The Edo State government revoked the right of occupancy of Presco PLC to 13,572 hectares of land under their palm holding. Very, very shocking. And what was reason given by the governor of Edo State that the 13,572 hectares of land were revoked because of overriding public interest. And what is that overriding public interest? He cited that 2 oil wells are located in that particular location. And interesting that we know that oil wells and marginal field and OPL are actually allocated to individuals who manage them, corporate organizations. So what is overriding public interest? Is it as if that the oil wells belongs to Edo State and Edo State want to operate it and Edo State want to produce from it for the benefit of the public? Even let's concede that is even what he intended to do. Does this man, the governor of Edo State, understand the implications of his actions, especially by way of scaring away private investors? For a matter of emphasis, for those of you who may not know, Presco is one of the most profitable companies listed on the floor of Nigeria Exchange. I'm an investment banker and a capital market operator, and I know fully well that since 1999, Presco and Osiomo are the only two companies on the floor of Nigeria Exchange that have consistently reported profits and improved performances year on year. For your information, as of September 30th, 2025, published records of Presco Oil PLC. They did a turnover over 274 billion naira for 9 months. They are projected to do about 365 billion naira turnover revenue in 1 year, just from cultivating 26,000 hectares of palm plantation. What other companies in Edo State generate that kind of revenue and the level of employment that they've created in Edo State? And what kind of revenue is even Mondo Global expecting from 2 oil wells if it exists on those portions of land? For emphasis and for those who do not know, one of the Fortune 500 companies, Wema, which has even a partnership with PZ and have smallholder farmers, farm arrangement in Cross River and Akwa Ibom, they own 239,000 hectares of palm plantation. As of 2023, fact check me, their annual turnover revenue for 2023 was $88.6 billion, over 129 trillion naira. Their annual turnover in 2023 by volume, by value was bigger than the 2024 budget of the federal government of Nigeria times 4. That is a company involved in palm production and other agro-based production. Edo State has a land mass of 1.78 million hectares. What I expected the governor to do is not to scare away one of the most profitable investors in the state, paying good tax and employing millions of people. How many people will be employed in those 2 oil wells? Assuming there exists 2 oil wells, how many people do you think will be employed? And what revenue are you expecting from that oil well? Presco is doing and estimated to attain $369 billion. What I expected Governor Monday to do is to just look at, I have done proposals to many governors, especially from the south and southwest, on how we can recreate the agro wealth that Michael Obafemi Awolowo did when we had the Midwestern, the old Eastern region and Western region, the kind of wealth Michael and Obafemi Awolowo explored using the agro-village value chain. What Monday should have done is, he has Edo, he has Osiomo, he has Presco. I've said this thing: the only way you can grow wealth in your state and reduce poverty is to drive the low-hanging fruit, which is the agro-value chain. You have the population, you have the land mass, you can easily acquire equipment and machinery, you can easily raise funding, and you have a technical operator on ground, 2 of the best in the industry. What I expected Mondo Global to do, rather than going through this route, based on the proposals that we have shared with them, is to get the communities in Edo State, the over 200 wards in Edo State, get the communities working with Presco, get Presco and Osiomo to act as technical operators, set up smallholder farm arrangements, Let the communities provide 200, 300 hectares of their land. Let the local government chairman, they are receiving so much allocation. What would the community to develop industrial boreholes and provide security in every of those industrial, agro-industrial parks, palm plantations, have 10 to 50 youths fully trained and armed to provide security for the state. Edo is one of the states today being ravaged by bandits from Auchi to other places. When you have this arrangement, if Presco is generating over 365 billion naira from 26,000 hectares, close your eyes and imagine if Edo state would dedicate just 178,000 hectares of land, 10% of Edo land mass, working with Presco and Osiomo under smallholder scheme arrangement owned by the communities who will produce the power. Osiomo and Presco will help them, provide them with the seedlings, provide them with technical support, with training. They will offtake everything they produce and even set up modular cottage palm processing mills in those communities. That means in Edo state, you will have created over 175 to 300,000 new jobs. In Edo state, you will have at least 20 to 30,000 fully trained, fully equipped, fully armed agro rangers, well paid, nothing less than more even paid than the police and the army. You will have security, you will have job creation, and you will have so much wealth. This arrangement will unlock over 2.5 trillion naira, over $1.3 billion annually into Edo economy, creating 300,000 jobs, creating 30,000 strong agro rangers, fully trained, fully equipped, and fully armed. Edo will become a safe haven for investors. Edo will become a prosperous entity. Just 10 hectares of Edo land mass under this arrangement. Before even the palm plantation comes on stream, they will also intercrop food crops that can help them to generate massive cash cow. The 2.5 trillion is from the palm alone. By the time you add the other agro value chain that will come out of it, Edo will be boasting of almost about 5-10 trillion naira. Which oil well in that space of land will give Edo state this kind of massive job creating opportunity, wealth creating opportunity, security and empowerment of Edo people. The same proposal we have shared with other governors, those of the southeast, and I sit down here and I look at what these governors are doing and I weep. They are so fixated with the oil revenue, crude oil revenue, that you don't even understand that Nigeria is even crude oil resource poor. Look at Indonesia. Indonesia is rated to do over $34 to $40 billion palm oil export. We're not even talking about the ones they are consuming locally and the ones that are using in their industrial complexes. Indonesia only produces about 60,000 barrels of crude every day. They concentrated. Nigeria used to control 45% of the global palm oil market in 1965. Nigeria can generate over $38 to $40 billion from that sector. Edo State sits at the best vantage position to exploit these opportunities. I pray and I plead to Governor Mondo Babolo, whoever advised you to revoke this title, please reverse it. Please, we are willing to provide pro bono technical services arrangements of services, technical services to your state government. We've written proposals to you guys on how you can create the missions, community, diaspora, private, public, partnership arrangement, working with Osiomo and Presco as the focal point, even Wema and other private investors. You will, by the time you leave, by the time you do 4 years Monday, people will be begging you to stay 8 years. But this route you're following is not the right way. Please reverse back the hand of the clock. And for the other governors, so if you're listening, let us do the right things. Nigeria is a land flowing with milk and honey, but we are only unfortunate to be plagued by a bunch of incompetent, wicked, selfish, looting political human beings who only see political office as a avenue to loot, to steal, and to show up their stagnant economic lifestyle. You can contact me on 090909000989. WhatsApp, mobile 0813-444-1140. We will help you. Our job here is to provide critical, creative thinking, concepts, things that will move this country forward. God bless you. Please share. Let it get to this man.